Hey guys, we're going to do something a little different today. We headed out to visit another type of craftsman who's at the top of his trade, Terry Hagedorn of Hagedorn Racing Engines. They not only do motor work, but they build some amazing things from metal. Stick around to see some of the behind the scenes stuff that makes up this winning motorsports team. So how long have you been building motors, Terry?
Oh, probably 30 years.
Okay. So who are some of your customers you build motors for? Pulling
Well,
trucks?
we do a lot of pulling trucks. It's probably about 50-50. But we also do street rods, and like the Corvette that's behind us here. We built that motor about 10 years ago for a local customer. Brought up on a farm, and if something needed fixed, we fixed it. Okay. Sometimes we didn't know how to fix it, and it made it worse before we got it better. But
so this is your fab shop. So this is where you do assembly and that kind of stuff, and then your motor shop's the other building we're going to go to. Is that right? Or
yeah, we used to do both in the same shop, and we outgrew. We were doing frame fabrication, as you can see on this frame here. This is all made on a jig table.
Okay.
And the jig table's not in here right now because it takes up quite a bit of room, so we don't pull it in the shop till we need to build another frame.
Well, that's cool. Talking about making it easier to work on.
Yeah, there's a lot of mechanics wish that everyday cars were like that.
No doubt. So this is essentially a frame of a pulling truck you've got here.
Very first frame I ever built. It's won multiple championships. Don't know, I guess we got it right the first time, but we've improved the design and the quality. This here was all cut out with torch and hand grinding, and we didn't have a Mittler Brother notcher.
I remember when you got that notcher, put the tube together, made it a lot better, didn't it?
Mittler Brothers notcher makes it a lot faster and a lot nicer because it cuts the weld time in half. Jones Water Jet Service in Mexico, Missouri does a lot of water jet stuff for us. So we've got designs now where I just tell him we're going to build a frame and I need all the special pieces cut out, and he cuts them for me, and then just simplifies the build.
I got you. I don't know if anybody's ever seen inside of one of these. If there's anything I don't want to show, you just tell me. But you're kind of sitting in here with the motor, aren't you?
Yeah, this thing's all business. You've got two pads to put your feet, steering wheel, seat, and the throttle.
So I guess you're really in tune with the motor and the frame and everything, aren't you?
Yeah, I had a U-joint bust on one of these shields down here, and the U-joint flew out. Cracked my helmet one night, got my attention pretty quick.
Wow.
So we improved the safety shields a little bit so that wouldn't happen the second time.
So I'm assuming over the years safety has changed a little bit, or as they found other things and stuff, more horsepower, they've had to kind of upgrade safety wise.
They had an incident at an indoor arena here a couple of years ago, and this intermediate shaft here in between the transmission and the transfer case turns engine speed. So 9,000 RPM, and you're sitting right there, and it's 6 inches from your foot. Now they require us to tailor safety straps on here that wrap around, tie the frame so that can't come out and hurt somebody.
They kind of did something similar to tractors, didn't they? Where they put some kind of belly.
Yeah.
Keep the shrapnel from hitting the crowd.
That rule came in effect because of a multi-motor tractor threw the coupler shaft into the crowd.
So yeah, you were definitely right on top of that.
Get a shot like that.
There we go.
Seat's made for a skinnier guy than me, but so
they need to fit you pretty good because sometimes the ride's not too smooth.
Oh yeah.
We have a NASCAR style radio in the truck where she can talk to me.
Nice.
She tells me what I'm doing wrong.
Well, she was a pretty force to be reckoned with. with back in their day too,
Yeah,
right?
she was the very first lady to win the Enderley pull-off, which was for the top 5 trucks in the country.
Wow. So, without giving away any top secrets, what can you tell me about this motor? How many horsepower?
This motor I've had for about 12 years. It's 806 cubic inch Chevrolet Hemi, methanol injected. We make our own fuel system, fuel injection nozzles, but it makes about 1850, about 1,700 foot-pounds of torque. Need a lot of torque for a pulling truck.
Gotcha. So how does that relate as far as getting power to the ground versus a car on a drag strip, for example? Or is it even relational?
I've done both. The problem with truck pulling is it's a never-ending changing track surface, depending on moisture content, where the wind's blowing, you know, what number you have in the lineup, whether it's a daytime run or a nighttime run. So you're constantly paying attention to track conditions. You have to kind of know your competitors and how their vehicles operate and whether they're having good runs or bad runs ahead of you, so you can adjust your vehicle in time depending on what everybody else is doing. We usually pretty close on the setup, but with 2 trucks, if we miss it on the first one, then we adjust the second one.
So the other truck was the original truck that you built, and that was your first frame. And
Yeah.
so what kind of a system is hydraulics that raise that up and down?
Yeah, the truck has electric over hydraulic steering to start with.
Okay.
So we just divert the hydraulic motor to the ram to raise the body lift up. The entire body with the framework only weighs about 200 pounds.
Oh, wow.
That's why we run a fiberglass body on them, so we can get about 1,900 pounds in this box up here, because the first 2 inches of this is solid steel. And then there's lead piled in there and batteries.
So the other truck was the original truck that you built, and that was your first frame. And
Yeah.
in our next video, we're going to head over to the engine shop to show you just how Terry makes all this horsepower for his team and his customers. You won't want to miss it. And hey, if you've enjoyed this video, we would sure appreciate you hitting the like button, and we'd love it if you'd subscribe so you don't miss our other videos. Thanks for watching. What are you doing out in your shop today? Leave a comment below. We'd love to check it out.